everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are again going to continue with our chapter Prepositions. Now, this is part 14. Well, we have been revising prepositions in all these sessions, so we are going to revise prepositions in this session as well with some additional points. Well, we have been doing a series of one preposition, many uses, so we'll continue with the same. And in this session, we will discuss two prepositions. One is preposition to and another one is preposition towards. Now, both of these prepositions are similar, but they are not, of course, similar. What are the differences between these two prepositions? We will discuss in this session. So let's begin the session. First, we'll discuss the preposition to. To is actually used to refer something, used to indicate something. Well, what are the different uses of preposition to? We are going to discuss them. So let us begin with preposition to. First of all, it indicates direction or destination. Now, there are two types of destination. One destination when it is defined, or you can say when we exactly know where we are going. Suppose we are here at some point. Suppose this is our home. Now, I'm not drawing anything over here because my drawing is not very much, you can say, my drawing is not good. So I'm just trying to relate it with some points. I am just trying to make you understand the concept. Suppose here is my home and here is my school. And what this person does, suppose this person is A, and he's going to school. He's a student and he's going to school. So, of course, because his direction is towards a school and his destination is a school, obviously he's a student and he is going to school. Suppose this is home of A and this is the school of A, and A is going to his school. So, the destination is defined and he has work in school. He's a student. So, he is just going to school. So, this is the best or the prescribed or the destination which is defined. Therefore, we can use preposition to, that is A is going to his school. But if I say that here is a shop and here is another shop and this person B is going towards it, but he does not go to this particular destination. Maybe possible he takes a turn from this side and he goes to somewhere else. He goes somewhere else. So, whenever we talk about that B is going towards that particular direction, it means that person is going towards that particular direction, but he is not going to that particular direction, you can say, to that particular destination. Now, let me explain you it from here clearly. Suppose there are some ways, like these are mountains. And these are the ways, these are the paths in the mountain. These are the roads which are in the mountain. So you can see over here. Suppose here is the destination and here is person B in his car. B is traveling by his car. So he is going, now he has reached somewhere here. Now B is here. So I can say that B is going towards, suppose this is a temple. So I'm saying that I can say that B is going towards temple, because I don't know whether he will go to the temple or not. Whether he will go to temple or not. Maybe he will divert from here. Maybe from this direction he will divert to this side. But at this position, I cannot say that B is going to temple. Just because I cannot see that B is going, I can only see that B is going in that particular direction. But it is not at all clear whether he is going to temple or not. So here we can just say that B is going towards temple. One more thing, if suppose there is a school and there are some students who are hanging some bags. Sorry, who are hanging bags. Obviously, if there are some students, they must be carrying one bag each. So I'm saying that they are going to school because, of course, if they have bag and they are going towards that direction, obviously they are going to school to study because they are students, they are having bags. So I can say that they are going to school. So this is the difference between to and towards. When the destination is defined, we use to, and when the destination is not defined, we use towards. Well, let us get back to the sentences. I'm going to the store. It means, of course, I have some work to the store and I'm going to it. It means my destination is defined, that is a store, and I'm going to it. She sent the letter to her friend. So she sent the letter. Now the destination for this letter is to her friend. So the letter should be reached to that particular place where, in fact, the destination for that letter is his friend. Sorry, is her friend. So she sent the letter to her friend because this is the destination of that particular letter. Because that letter is only for her friend. Therefore, she sent the letter to her friend. So we are using to over here. Also, we can show the relation. For example, if I say she said to me, so of course she said something to me. It means destination of her words is me, is I. Therefore, whatever she said should be read or should be conceived by me. Therefore, I am the destination for that particular for those particular words. Now let us move to the next one. Indicating relationship. This gift is from me to you. Now, whenever we have to indicate the relationships, whenever we have to indicate the particular relation with one to another, so we can use the preposition to. For example, this gift. Now, what is the relation of this gift? This gift is from me to you. So, I'm relating myself to you for this gift. So, this is from me to you. You are the destination. So, we can use to here as well. Of course, whenever we have a conjunction from, we use to with it as a pair conjunction. Now, time or sequence. So as I told you that whenever we use from, we use to with it. So this is a pair conjunction as well. The meeting runs from 2 to 4 p.m. So 2 to 4 p.m. actually defines the duration of that particular interval of time. Therefore, to is used with this from to show the particular time. We count down from 10 to 0. So this is actually the time sequence. So we are using to. Now let us move to the next one. Purpose or reason. Now we also use to show the purpose or the reason. She studies hard for what? To pass her exams. So to pass is the purpose of her studying hard. He exercises regularly. Why? For what? To stay fit. So this is the purpose that is being shown over here. Now for what? He exercises regularly. For what? To stay healthy, to stay fit. This is the purpose. So we can show the purpose or the reason with the preposition to. Now let us move to the next one. We use to preposition with the verb invite. Now this one is very, very important. Whenever we use a verb invite, we always use preposition to, especially in case of whenever we talk about dinner, lunch, or any meal, tea, we always use to, not for. I cannot say that he invited me for dinner. No, it should be he invited me to dinner. I invited her to my birthday party. So this is invited, and with invited, I have used the preposition to. They were invited to the wedding. So with invited, we have used to over here. You are cordially invited to attend the annual gala. The ambassador invited them to a formal dinner at the embassy. So annual gala refers to a day of celebration, a day of happiness. Ambassador invited them to a formal dinner. So we are using invited to. So whenever we use the word invited, whenever we use the verb invited, we always use preposition to with it. For example, invited to dinner, invited to lunch, invited to tea. Of course, to, not for. To is used in comparison. Now this part is very, very important. You should keep two things in mind whenever we use compare verb. Now it can be followed by two prepositions, either with or to. Now, whenever we compare between same category or in same category things. The things of same category we use compare with, but whenever we compare between the two things of different category, of different category, we use compare to. For example, her performance this year is superior to last year's. So superior to, here we are comparing, so we are using superior to. The author compared the children to the trees. Now, children and trees both are different things. Trees are different category, children are different category. Children are human beings, whereas trees are living beings, but they are not human beings. So they are different categories. So we can use to. One more thing is there. Whenever we talk about some words, let me tell you. Suppose when we are talking about some words like inferior, this is inferior, superior, and all the comparative words of course, that is inferior, superior, prior, prefer, and prefer, and also preferable. So these are some words. Whenever we use these words, there are some more words like interior, and then we have posterior, then we have very common words like um, elder, then we have words junior, then we have words then we have a word senior. Now I have already told you about these words in our earlier sessions as well, in earlier chapter as well. So whenever we use these words, these are called comparative words. Now these are not comparative degrees, but these are comparative words. Now whenever we use these words, we do not use them to compare these person. No, in fact we use to. For example, he is senior to me. He is senior to me. I cannot say that he is senior than me. That will be incorrect. It should be he is senior to me. So this to is very, very important over here. So we should keep this in mind that whenever we use these words, we always use these words are always followed by preposition to and not then, to show the comparison, because these are comparative words, these are not comparative degrees. For example, old, older, oldest. Now these are comparative degrees of adjective. But elder, elder, the word elder does not have any positive degree, and it does not have any superlative degree as well, though we can make it like eldest. So we make it, but there is no positive degree at all. So this is only a comparative word. So we use to, not then, to show the comparison. Now let us get back to our slides. Now, his style of writing is similar to Hemingway's. So similar to, we can use the word similar to. The structure of this molecule is similar to that of another compound. So we are using similar to. Now, obviously, when we are comparing these two things with each other and they are showing some similarity, just for this word similar, I'm using to, because with similar, we can only use preposition to and nothing else. Now, let us move to the next one. The ratio of students to teachers in this school is 20 to 1. It means 20 is to 1. That is, for every 20 student, there is only one teacher. The recipe calls for 3 parts water to 1 part vinegar. It means if you, suppose, if you pour 3 suppose bowls of water, so 3 bowls of water, so you will have 1 bowl of vinegar, or 1 part, suppose. So it is, you can say, like 3 parts of the same bowl. So we can use that as well. Now, I prefer tea to coffee. So I'm using the word prefer over here. So with prefer, we use preposition to compare. It means I like tea more than coffee. She is more inclined to study biology than to engage in sports. It means she likes to read or to study biology more than to play games. Now, we use to with verbs. What kind of verbs? Come, return, send somebody something to a place, go, listen, etc. Now, we always use listen with preposition to. We cannot use listen me. No, it should be listen to me. I did not listen to her. I cannot say I did not listen her. No, that is incorrect. I did not listen to her. Listen is always followed by preposition to. Now let us see this with some examples. They were going to Patna. Now for with going I'm using to because it is defining the destination. That is, now this one is incorrect. It should be Patna but in caps. So Patna. Well, this is grammatical mistake, but we should rectify it over here because we are grammar students, of course. Mr. Singhania has not come to office yet. So after come, we are using the preposition to. Now this one is again very important, but we use for. Now preposition for with the verbs like start and leave. Whenever we use verbs like start and leave, we use preposition for and not to. For example, let me start for the institute. So let me start means begin to walk or begin to or start my journey for the institute. They are leaving for South Africa tomorrow. So leaving for what? For South Africa. So we are using leaving for South Africa. We cannot say leaving to South Africa. No, they are leaving for South Africa. It means they are going to South Africa. So they are leaving for South Africa. It means they are leaving to go to South Africa tomorrow. We do not use to with whom. Again, this is very, very important part. If there is a word that is whom and we use any verb like come, go, arrive, bring, or get back. Suppose we have these verbs. Now this one is very, very important. We have any of these verbs: come, go, arrive, bring, get back, and any form of these verbs. For example, come, came, come, go, went, gone, arrive, arrived, arrived, bring, brought, brought, get, got, back. Any of these verbs. And if any of these verbs are followed by the word whom, we do not use to in between or any preposition in between. For example, we must send her to whom. Now this to is incorrect over here. The correct sentence will be we must send her whom. Now again, another verb that comes here, that is send. Now if we have any of the verbs that we have learned prior, those will also the same those will also follow the same pattern. That is, after these verbs, if the word comes whom, we do not use any preposition in between, especially to. For example, if I say come to whom, that is incorrect. It should be come whom. If I say she brings happiness to whom, this is incorrect. To should be removed from here. It should be she brings happiness whom. So with the word whom, we cannot use any preposition. Now there is one more thing. Suppose before whom, if there is any possessive adjective, for example, his, her, my, etc., we can use to. For example, I am going home. Now, wait. If I say I'm going home, now I just said that I'm going home. Now there is no other word in between. So I cannot use any preposition. The sentence is absolutely correct. But if I say I am going to home, I'm going to home, this one is incorrect. Now, if I say I am going to my friend's home or to my home, suppose I write this one, to my friend's home, to my home, to his home, to her home, then the sentence is absolutely correct. So if I write the word directly home, I cannot use to. But if I say that is to my home, to his home, to her home, or any possessive adjective, if I use before the word home, I can use preposition to over there. So this is it. Then we have to use the preposition. Now let us get back to the slides. Let us move to the next one. Now the word comes towards. So now we are going to discuss preposition towards. So towards shows the destination which is not defined at all. When we are going in that particular direction, but not at the same place which is written over there. So there we use the preposition towards. Now let us move to the next slide. Here we are using preposition towards. So we can use towards direction and orientation. So we can use towards for direction and orientation. For example, he walked towards the park. Now, I'm saying that he walked towards the park. Maybe possible he's just going towards that particular way, but he's not going to the park. Because the destination is not defined over here. I have seen him from here. Here it is the park, and here he is. So he is going in that direction, but maybe possible there is a road as well, and he will not go to the park. He will divert to that particular road, or maybe in another direction. So I just saw him going in that direction, but not in the park. So there we can say towards the park. The cat ran towards its owner. It means the owner is here and the cat ran towards him. Maybe possible she will go to the owner or not, but she is going in that particular direction. So whenever we see anyone going in that particular direction, we can use towards, because at that time the destination is not defined. For attitude or feeling, we can use towards preposition. Her attitude towards the project changed. It means whatever attitude he possessed towards the project. It means whatever the responsibility he's having for the project, or his behavior in doing that project has changed now. For example, there is a person A, and he was very serious about a project. But now, day by day, I'm seeing that he's not taking that project seriously. So his attitude towards that project, it means his attitude for that project, or his behavior of doing that project has changed. So we can use towards to show this the direction or the focus on that particular work. He felt a sense of warmth towards his neighbor. So towards his neighbor means for his neighbor. Here towards means for. Here towards just behave like for. So towards behaves like for. Now let us move to the next one. In the direction of something, she made a step towards achieving her goals. So towards achieving her goals means that she's just working very hard, or she has just performed very well, that she's just about to achieve her goals, and she's stepping towards that particular direction. Or you can say to show that particular state that she will get succeed very soon. The plan is a step towards success. Is a step towards success means that the plan is about to be executed, or the plan which is executed is basically you can say that it will be a success. So it is just showing the signs to it is just showing us the sign that it will be succeed, or it will get success. Now let us move to the next one. Approaching a state or condition. For this also we can use the preposition towards. The country is moving towards democracy. So towards democracy, it means the state of this country, or the state of her state of democracy is increasing. The weather is turning towards winter. It means now the weather is turning towards winter. It means the days are coming. The winter is coming, of course. So here we can say the changing of the scenario, changing of the pattern. We can use the preposition towards. Now these were the differences between to and towards. I hope you all know now. Now that's all for today in to and towards. Well, in the another session, we will discuss the sentences of to, or the words which are always followed by preposition to. So that we'll discuss in the next session. I hope you have understood all these points. Thank you very much. Thanks to you.